Okay, we're running. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the Keith Monk's bathroom of all places because the light's actually pretty good in here and you can see what we're doing. So, it's Sean and Jonathan showing off the Prodigy in its pre-production state. So you'll have to forgive some of the things like the LED not being here at the moment because we haven't done that bit yet. But a quick overview. We've got various breather holes on this model that allow us to have no thread on the suction nozzle tip. You need to make sure that the tubes reveal the breather holes. You can see them at the base of the connector, so just make sure it'll have been shipped in the correct way, but just make sure you don't push the tubes down onto those. So turning the machine on is on the button there. Sean is now going to put the fluid on. You can see the roller that we're using, the microfiber roller, for putting the fluid on, so it gets it really deep down into the grooves. The production ones will have a bamboo tube for covering up the microfiber roller and extending it out for use and make it a lot easier to use. So now we move the suction arm over onto the record. We're putting it ahead of the run out groove. It's a little bit stopped a little bit short there, but basically put the fluid on just beyond the playing surface of the run out groove, and then put the suction nozzle on in the same place. So you can hear that there's a noise change on the suction as from the pump as the arm goes down onto the record. That's easily adjusted if you find you're having any traces of fluid here, then this little valve here, which is fitted down onto your jar there, that will give you the adjustment that you need to just basically tune that out. It was set at the factory, you shouldn't need to do it, but if you do need to tweak it, then you can do it that way. If you hear any squeaking while this is going on, that's because you haven't got quite enough fluid on there. So just not damaging the record, it's just creating a little bit of a noise. So just put some extra fluid on and that will go out. So, and you can see it's just doing the vacuuming in the way that you're used to with a Keith Monk's machine, just a little bit at a time. It's a little bit slower on this machine because it's got a small 12-volt pump instead of the AC pump that we have on those larger machines. It just needs a little bit of help just to be able to create the same degree of cleanliness, in other words making sure that the record is completely dry. So we managed to get around that by slowing the arm down so that it's able to do the whole record and even on the outer edges and vacuum all the fluid up. So that's carrying on like that. What else have I got to tell you? The suction arm, when it comes up to the end, you'll notice that it may well vibrate as the air is trying to come in. That is all part of the process, and it's mopping up any of the excess fluid that's being flung out centrifugally by the rotating record. If you find that any fluid is left on there that you can see, then just grab the arm in the usual way and just run it over the rim of the record a couple of times. The bamboo pillar here, the arm pillar here, will have a bamboo tube on it. If yours doesn't already, the production ones will. There's the wiggling that I was telling you about. Just run that over the record there, then release it and switch off and you're ready to go. So there we are, nice and dry and ready to play. And the final thing to say is that you won't have it on your pre-production sample, but the production units will have a matching lid cover to cover all this up nicely. And that's it. Welcome to the Prodigy. Happy cleaning and listening.